Most people think exercise is about conditioning the body, losing weight, building muscle, improving endurance, looking better. And those things do matter, but they are only the surface level effects. Beneath that, something far more significant is happening every time you train. You are practicing how you respond to your circumstances. Hey there, it's me, Core, and you are listening to Exercising Consistency, from fitness to flourishing. Exercise constantly forces you into moments that mirror the rest of your life. Moments where you do not feel like starting, where discomfort shows up, where momentum fades, resistance appears, excuses become available, and quitting becomes emotionally attractive. In those moments, you see what your current response is, and you give yourself the opportunity to train a different one. The person who repeatedly practices delaying, avoiding discomfort, and quitting when it feels easier does not magically contain those tendencies inside the gym alone. Neither does the person who does the opposite. Someone who consistently practices showing up, following through, tolerating discomfort, and restarting quickly carries those traits into the rest of their life, because repetition and practice shape identity. There are the repetitions you count during a workout, the lunges, the push-ups, the kilometers. Those are reps. But the most important reps are invisible. Getting started when you don't feel like it. Continuing when the workout doesn't feel like it's doing much. Training on low energy days. Those moments strengthen something deeper and far more important than the body. They strengthen your relationship with yourself. Over time, with good form and intention, you begin building evidence. You can say to yourself, I do what I said I would do. And that evidence changes the way you move through the world. You begin trusting yourself more. You hesitate less. You recover faster from setbacks. You become less dependent on motivation or ideal circumstances. Exercise also exposes your default patterns quickly. It reveals how you respond to discomfort, how you handle resistance, what gets you emotional, what causes you to lose momentum, and how quickly you recover after missing a day or more. That feedback is valuable because awareness creates the opportunity to change the pattern intentionally. Many people unknowingly rehearse inconsistency all the time. They start aggressively, driven by emotion. They wait to feel ready. Then they struggle to restart. Over time, this builds an identity around stop and start behavior. And the gap between stopping and starting keeps getting wider. But consistency, when practiced intelligently and with intention, rehearses something different. Steadiness, reliability, and follow-through, all without the motivational hype and emotional aggression. And those traits transfer to the rest of your life. One of the most powerful lessons exercise teaches is this: I can act even when I don't feel like it. That is a skill far larger than any physical benefit. It applies to work, relationships, parenting, business, creative projects, and personal growth. Life constantly demands action before emotion fully cooperates. Exercise gives you a daily environment to practice that reality safely and repeatedly within a clear structure. The goal is never to become obsessed with fitness for its own sake or chasing a certain look. The goal is to become someone who follows through so consistently that it changes your identity. You become dependable and predictable, both to others and, most importantly, to yourself. At its highest level, exercise is not about performance. It's about coherence. It's the daily act of closing the gap between your intentions and your actions, between your values and your behavior, between your preferred self and your current self. When you train consistently, you're not just improving your body. You're practicing the life you want to live. And over time, that practice becomes who you are. When you're ready to turn consistency from an idea into a lived identity, start day one inside the ACT Score Challenge and begin practicing the reps that reshape who you are. That's it for today. Catch you next time.